Alrighty, I already did Aries by accident. It was a really long reading. So now we're going to do Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. And if this ends up longer, okay, I'm going to try to make it shorter and not go into too much detail for the daily. I'll go back in and maybe do each sign separate. Anyways, so Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. Let's see what's up. What kind of message does the universe have for love and connection for you today? For Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. And let's just we'll take the very bottom one. That's not the bottom. This one's the bottom right there. So we have pucker up, buttercup. Geez. This is being fair and reasonable will earn you respect and admiration, and being being genuinely kind will make you a total love magnet. Go for love magnet, the universe. So pucker up, buttercup. Wow, that sounds like here we go. I'll just put that there for you. So it sounds like you're gonna be just maybe somebody's gonna try to hurt your feelings today, and you're just gonna have to pucker up, buttercup. That just sounds so naughty. Okay, so this is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. I've already done Aries. Remember that. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. What's up in the energies for you today? We'll see. So general energy for you guys today for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. What would that happen to be? There we go. This is the conflict with differences in opinion. Differences in opinions. This is the Five of Wands. These people, they're all just trying. They all start at the bottom of this little tree. They all had the same idea and everything, right? So this maybe this could be your friends getting together and stuff, or this could be co-workers today getting together, or family getting together at the very at the beginning of an idea. But then as time went along, things are just, everybody's starting to get their own little opinions and trying to, tell each other, well, hey, this is my idea, da da da. So that's what kind of energy. So basically, your opinion might be different from others, and they're going to try to tell you theirs, expressing it, and it may make you a little pissy poo. So that kind of makes sense with this little picture right here, pucker up, buttercup, because this would maybe be you at the bottom going, or somewhere up there on top of that little tree, saying, what the heck? They're not listening to me. So you're going to have to maybe take heed. So let's see what else we can get for you today for the general energy for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. For general energies for today, what's going on with Taurus? What's coming in and what's coming in from maybe their past? Let's see. Something coming in from your past is the Seven of Pentacles. So it looks like you've been sitting there pretty much grounded, waiting on something to happen. There's rocks in the background that's stating to me something solid that you've been putting into action. Plans have most likely been put into action. And so far we have what? Pentacles and Wands. So this is maybe most likely a little bit of a contradictory day, maybe, or not. So let's see. Coins and wands and all that fun stuff. We have coins and wands. So far, actually, they're collaborating. These people may have a difference in opinion about something that you've actually put in together, worked really hard on, and here we have a lot of action here about this. So there might be communication going back and forth about something solid that you've been dealing with, right? And you're trying to birth this project. You're waiting for this thing to come into fruition. Maybe they like your idea. It's not too bad, but it's still got there's maybe a lot of back and forth communication today about this idea that you have. And it looks like you're just like, oh my gosh, can this just be over? So let's see what else is going on. Because of this, we have the Two of Cups, and it was in reverse, but we're not looking at, this deck doesn't read reverse. So now we have some negativity going on about choices. So it looks like maybe there's, a little bit of conflict over here with this making choices, these people making choices about what's right, what's wrong. This is, maybe emotions are being involved. Maybe someone's trying to dampen the other's opinions and stuff, but this is choices over here with this conflict right there, right? Now, if we come back over here, we're whatever this is, that if this idea with you, this is you right here, you like this idea. Whatever choice you're making seems to be something that will be positive for you. It's going to coincide, it's going to go with the flow. But here it's like you're having a lot of difficulty trying to really get these people to understand your side of the thing. You're trying to make a right choice, but it's still causing conflict. So let's see, and one more card for you today. How will this maybe portend out? How will the end of the day come out? And we have the Seven of Pentacles. So now we have 2 sevens here. And so that's like just really waiting on this to come into play. It's like, okay, here we have the Seven of Pentacles. Oh, wait, the Seven of Wands. Did I say Seven of Pentacles? Seven of Wands. This is action. Now you're just like, okay, I'm waiting, but now maybe, this is still something good for you, right? Except that the fact now that you're a little bit hesitant, maybe you're thinking your choices may be wrong, but you're still waiting on an answer, but you're thinking maybe it's not going to come out the way that you want it to. Now, dealing with these people up here, this is maybe trying to blend in these ideas because you're going from a 5 to a 7. So maybe you're having hope because now it's starting to become, so maybe the idea is maybe you're like, trying to, you're not really wanting to make this choice. Like here, the choice that you wanted to make was compatible with you, but now you're having to, it seems like you might be actually starting to see their point of view, and it's maybe causing, there's a lot of communication maybe here about this, and it could be doing, to do with work, career. This could be something to do with jobs maybe, because wands do stand, they do kind of stand there for career, and this could have a lot of conflict to do with career here. So this is like you trying to, I'm just feeling like the energy of this, like is going higher from a 5 to 7. So it's like you're just like, oh, okay, because now you're like in conflict with your own self, but trying to maybe please these people. So yeah, pucker up, buttercup. So you're waiting on this, waiting on something to just get better. This is, let's see, we might take one more card. Now we have another freaking wand. Wow. So definitely this may have to do with career. And this is now boiled back down. This has gone down to a 3. So now you're still waiting, but now it's like, okay, you've decided, you're kind of like almost being pulled in, merging in with their ideas. These people, it's like now you're expecting to see some results come in now, right here with this idea, but it's still against what you wanted, right? This is like this is still kind of against what you wanted. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So that's something that maybe you're just like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Because yeah, you just wanted to go just try to get things rolling, but then it became this, and well, no, let's see, if you merge, okay, this might be all right with you, because here you were contradictory about it. And now it's like, it seems like they've kind of got you to merge in with their ideas. So if we put you over here, taking away, like really listening, they're trying to communicate with you their opinions, and you're like, okay, let's see, how does this work out for me? And boom, now you're over here. And so it's like, okay, what do we do? So now you're expecting something, and it's like you've actually maybe made the choice to go with what these people want, and so you're in agreement, but still waiting. Should we just pull one more card and see what happens? Hello. And okay, looks like now you're really waiting, but this is okay because you're comfortable now. So it looks like you may be going through the weekend, because this is a lot to do with, we've got so much. We've got wands, which is right here. Where's the other one? Right there. A lot of this has to do with a job, I'm pretty sure. The career most likely. And so it looks like you might go into the weekend just really grounded, trying to stay patient, because this is the Two of Pentacles, waiting. Because see, here's these little flowers, and here's your face, like just waiting for this answer. This has nothing to do with love. This is a choice that you had to make on something that you were trying to make as a firm. This is something solid for your future, most likely, and you're waiting. This is a project that you've been waiting on to be birthed, and it's like, okay, now here you are, still waiting, but you're waiting for this choice to be made, this decision, and so you're just going to probably most likely go into the weekend staying pretty grounded, optimistic, not too really worried about it, because you basically negated this, well, turned this negative situation, which might have been, conflicting. You've turned it into something that is agreeable with you. And so now you're waiting on this decision. Let's see what happens. So most likely maybe on Monday, most people go back to work on Mondays. Maybe on Monday you'll find out your answer. So that's for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. Jesus, Gemini crickets, and I'm so sorry this is 12 minutes. This is like, I just do not know how that happens. I'm just going to go with it. So next up is Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. And yeah, I had a suggestion when I first started doing tarot on here. It was like someone said, well, why don't you just do all the elements, like, air signs and fire signs and all that. And I thought, well, yeah, but then that's a lot of off and on, off and on, off and on. That part I don't like. I like just doing this, just giving what I get, because I'm on a roll, and I just don't want to stop, because then I get distracted. The minute I hit this end button over here, click on it, I'm just unable to, then something else is able to distract my focus, and I might forget to go back. Well, I won't forget to go back on, but it's like, oh gosh, now I have no excuse to go do something else. And so then I take my time, and then it's like, okay, here we go, I'm coming back. So sorry for the rambling. All right, so next up is Gemini, and Gemini, we're an air sign, right? So Gemini is like, today is probably one of those days. Maybe you feel a lot of energy going on. For Gemini, there's like, there might be some movement going on. We'll find out. So what does the universe have to say? These are the love and connection cards that I'm using for just a general. Wow, there you go. Geez, and look at the color. There's blue. That's like just a beautiful color. This is like baby fresh air. Woohoo! Like fresh air, right? Says you have what it takes, Gemini. So maybe that's why I'm feeling the excitement. And we're going to see, what is it that you have? You already know. Most Geminis are pretty self-assured on what they want, what they do, and they don't let other people, make them feel guilty. They don't. I think that's pretty much a Gemini. They go with more of their intellect than they do with their emotions. So when you try to trample on a Gemini's feelings, have fun with that. They'll just turn around and trample you right back, and they might do it a little bit harsher because they are an air sign, and air signs I associate in my head today with swords. They are not afraid to cut somebody off. And so Gemini using double, being a double-minded type person, just because of the sign, they're usually, they can be happy high and a very low low. So it's always nice to have Gemini just like excited and in a great mood. They're not sitting there brooding, being a negative nanny. Alrighty, so here's for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Let's get going for Gemini. Let's see what's in the general energy for you guys today is fire sign. Look at that. So this is wands, right? So you're dealing with a queen. So this is your energy though, or this could be other people's energy that you're dealing with. But this is someone, you could be dealing with a feminine person who comes off as feminine, but they could also be masculine, but most likely it might be feminine. And they're just like super duper duper passionate. This could be you too. We'll find out what else is going on here. But this is someone just on fire, ready to take action. And just like I said, the energy that I feel too, just wanting to take action. I mean, the red, to me, the red and the blue, it's like something fresh and new. And the red is like something just really on fire about starting something fresh and new. And it's positive too, just because I seen the darn white. I'm going with colors too, by the way, just because I just have a tendency to, right now, I don't know, it's like I'm just having the feeling of color has a lot to do today with Gemini. There's fresh, brand new ideas. These ideas behind Gemini is all into maybe going after the gold, going after the good, positive, like they want some great success in their life. And something that they have got going on is just set them on fire, and they're ready to go. They're like out there showing the world or their environment, wherever they're at, showing off their self. Gemini, you are showing off yourself. You are presenting yourself out there. You're just like, this is me, and look at me. I'm as hot as can be. Just, yep. You may have been dealing with a broken heart. Here we have cup energy. Or is that, nope, that's sword energy. So we have, what is that? We have wand and swords, which they're pretty good energy to be together. So this is a lot of action going on regarding heartbreak. So maybe you're dealing, you're looking maybe at the past, at some type of stuff that has just, been really dissatisfying towards you. And you have hope because you're holding on to these flowers and thinking, maybe you're up in your head. Maybe in the past you've been thinking, maybe you were down here, like in this energy, the color, this is dismal, not really happy, really disappointed in something, how it worked out, how it turned out. And you had a lot of hope for how something was going to turn out. And it didn't go the way that you thought it would go. And now it's like, okay, well, let's see, what do we do? And now you must have just like come up with some type of new idea that is just like sparked you into action. So maybe something's come around that is just, wow, blowing you away. And maybe you have, you're seeing a new possibility. So maybe you're healing from whatever this was. And I'm not sure if this is a relationship. There's a new opportunity. Look at that. Wands, energy. So this is, again, being on fire. So maybe so far we have two cards that suggest that this could be something to do with your work, maybe. You didn't like your work. Maybe you had disappointment and dissatisfaction, or there was something that was said to you in your workplace that just was disappointing. And now, though, there's this new opportunity because we have two wands. I'm going to just say that maybe there's something new coming into place for your career, your job, your something to do with work, maybe bringing in the money. And so this might be what you may be dealing with today. This is a new opportunity. Something is like just like, ooh, got your attention. So you're going from a 3 down to a 1. And even though it's going downhill, it's like, whatever this was, who cares about that? I mean, this is bad energy. You don't want this, right? You want to go down here. It's still active, though. This is something that has just really brought in, it's brought in a lot of energy. So I can understand now why I feel all this energy for Gemini. The heck? So, Gemini, what's going on because of this? What are you doing? Do. Because look at this. It's like, here, this is total on fire, brand new energy, just like boom, boom, boom. This is something, a new idea, like whew, just this person, but it looks like also, you're seeing maybe this is heart chakra color. The green is for heart. So this is something that to do with your heart, something really connected with the heart. So this may be something that you really wanted to do, something that is really deeply seated inside of you, something maybe long term, even though I don't have no rocks here yet, but when I have rocks and that's solidarity. But this is like, it's really connected. If you look past her, all that, it's like this shows you growth too. And still green is standing for the heart. But yeah, it's like you're being really cunning about this. And look at that. It's like, yeah, you know exactly how to go forward on this. You're really sly, slick. You know exactly what to do to present to get what you want on this new idea, this new thing that you've just seen. So let's go on and see what's going on. So, with right now here, it's like going away from that. You're fine with your healing because this is positive energy so far altogether. Do. Look at that. Another card. 2 cards come out. So we'll take them. More wands energy. So this may have to do with making a choice now, but you're okay with that. This is going to be a good choice that you're making. And wow, here we go. Using your intuition is like, boom, this is something you're going to use your intuition with this. This is something that maybe you've actually manifested. Maybe you've had dreams about this because I have the moon here and I just thought about, wow. So maybe you have dreams. So look at this. It's like, this is something really super duper good. And I'm going to leave it here because of the high priestess. I'll maybe pull one more card. But yeah, going from not feeling really satisfied, maybe feeling really disheartened, to this kind of energy. It's like, I don't know, this is just like really, really good for Gemini. And let's see, ta-da, there's my rocks. This is something that's gonna change for the long term for you. This is what I said. I said earlier, if I get rocks in here, then this is what, this is going to be something solid, good for the long term. And you're really super happy. It's like, look at the money in my hands. So yeah, this is a good spread because everything is blending in nice and neat with each other. There's no opposition in this card, except the only thing you had was a little bit of heartache, but that's all right. The rest of this cards is just like, boom, great energy for Gemini. So there you go. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. Next up is Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Pucker up, buttercup for you. I'm sorry, it fell out. I'll take it. So Cancer, you're having your feelings, maybe having to deal with some feelings, or maybe someone's expressing something that just doesn't feel right for you, and you're just like, okay, whatever. No, you're gonna have to pucker up, buttercup. I'm sorry to say that, but here we go. Let's see what's going on for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign for the daily Friday. 1/11. Imagine that. 11/11/19, which is 1 and 9 is a 10, so that makes into another 1. So we have major ones, 4 ones, 4 aces. So 4 ones would be, it's a great, powerful force of a day today. Power day today. When you have 4 aces, that's power, that's force, that's great energy, that's like big major energy. So today's a good major energy day. So let's hope we use it in a great way and not a negative way, right? Alrighty. So let's see what's up with Cancer. General energy for Cancer, please. And let's see if I can get them to start flipping. There we go. Going forward, the Chariot. Wow. So you're making a choice, or there's a decision. It's like whatever decision you're making, there is like blue up in the sky. Well, whitish blue. This is something positive, something new, something pure, something with pure positive intention. Maybe it's something never done before because this is new energy coming in, and there's a light blue. It's soft. It feels warm with the gold undertones in there. So, and then of course the little brown that's enriching too. So there's just like, and some pink. So it's a soft kind of energy, but it's also just beautiful, just something new. So this is making choices about, or making a decision to go forward in something totally different than whatever else. And maybe other people are not going to like what you do. Maybe people are going to be in opposition and maybe try to hurt your feelings about whatever decisions you're making. You just have to deal with it. And Cancer, being a water sign, you'll have to put up your shell. You have to put a shell on and protect your energy from other people's negativity, especially if this is something you feel really good about. Let's see what's coming in first. What can we have for Cancer? So recently you've been in a dark place looking for answers. This is the Hermit card. So this is now you have 2 major arcanas. Wow. So the Hermit, just like, wow, here we are. And this is what number, this is a 9. So this is just going in, merging your own ideas within yourself, trying to gain a peace of mind and trying to really see what it is that you wanted. And look at now, you're like, it looks like you've made this decision to just come out of darkness and go forward. There's a stick in your hand. So this is also saying to me, a little bit of fire energy, like, whoo, I'm ready to go. And also, let's see, a Hermit, I forget who this is. Oh, yeah, this is Virgo. You could be dealing with a Virgo unless you have Virgo in your sign. And this is your card, Cancer, right here, the Chariot. I just thought about that. What was I thinking? This is your card. This is your day. And what did I say? 4 aces, 4 ones. That's all power day. So powerful for Cancer for sure, because you've got your own card. But maybe you're also dealing with a Virgo and thinking of something, going in within in the recent past and thinking on this, maybe looking at ideas for a Virgo, something that maybe you can go forward with it, take some action, maybe, depending on how this pops up. So let's see what else is going on, because it looks like you've went from this dark energy up to this bright ass, excuse my English, energy, and boom, it's like you're merging ideas. So this is, right now we're dealing with wands energy. So this could be something to do with work environment, work, dealing with other people, waiting for something to happen with a work situation. This is also something inspiration too, because right now it's just one card. So we're just going to look at it as this is something inspirational that you're working towards. So maybe you're not dealing with a Virgo. And if you are, maybe you're working with a Virgo, waiting, on something to merge together, bringing an idea together that's really awesome. We'll see what's going on. This is something, though, that you're planning on going forward on. You're going to go forward into something new, this merging right there. Because I always look, this is, and it doesn't have to be with family. Right now, it's like, if you do have family, this is something maybe you're thinking this can bring maybe a family back together. Like if you're married or separated from someone and you have a child with them, that could also be your energy, maybe thinking of getting back together and going forward in a new adventure, maybe redoing something, maybe, yeah. But that we don't know if that is home, family, or what yet, but that might fit for some of you out there, Cancers. Okay, so no cup energy yet. So Cancer, 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 let's see what else is going on with you because of this. Boom. Now we have Pentacles. Look at that. So we have something that is actually going to be really good. This merging of ideas, this merging together so far now may be to do with, maybe it is to do with a family or getting back together with somebody, but there's a merging of ideas. This is like feeling really comfortable. This is going to make you feel solid and grounded. This is going to make you feel in a really good environment. There's going to be nurturing, there's going to be growth, there's going to be potential, there's going to be stability, there's going to be a comfortable, like successful, there's success here, possibility of success with this thing that you're waiting on. So let's see, going forward, or you're waiting on this answer. So looks like it'll be a positive thing. That's actually whatever you're waiting on. It's going to be positive. So you're going to go forward. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. And we have the Pentacles again. 4 Pentacles, just like, or no, 4 Swords actually. What is this? Swords and Pentacles together. Wow. It's a little bit time to just maybe keep a guard. Whatever it is that you're feeling really comfortable. This 4 kind of brings a little bit of holding on to your money, holding on to things, maybe protecting yourself, maybe staying in peace of mind, getting a sense of just like staying you want to stay grounded here and maybe reflect to make sure that whatever you do, keep your focus, pretty stable here, whatever this is. When you go forward on this, because here, this is all right, you're going forward, but you want to keep your mind pretty sharp, intellectual, because there's going to be maybe a little bit too much comfort here. And so you might be resting around a little bit too much in your head, thinking about things for the weekend. So let's see, going into the weekend, yep, let's see, boom, working. So we have like more Pentacles here. We have, this is all evening out each other though, or a little bit conflict again, Pentacles and Swords. So you're going to want to rest, make sure that whatever you're thinking about going down, taking a little bit of a time out while going forward into this new venture that you're going into. You want to really think about the stuff, put in detail, think about the ideas first before you put the hard work into it. Make sure because this person has the skill that it takes, puts a lot of hard work into things. So this is you putting hard work in things, but you are a perfectionist and want to make sure things are like just so perfect. So it's like going back here and contradicting yourself a little here and saying, hey, I need to really get details. So you might be procrastinating and fearing perfectionism. It's like this, because this is contradictory right here. It's like maybe you're fearing perfectionism a little bit here. It's because Swords and Coins, yeah, this is clashing on top of these swords are like, the swords energy. You're fearing, you're maybe holding yourself back. This idea that you're going forward, and you could be holding yourself back because of fear of not being able to be perfect, not being able to be grounded and secure. Maybe you have some fear of this. So even though you're waiting, this is all right. You're waiting on this growth here going forward, but you might be holding yourself back. That might be something that you need to work on, is taking away this fear. Maybe just noticing that you can be allowed to fail. You don't have to be totally perfect in everything. You have the skills that you need, but you're just like in fear and holding your own self back from that. So Cancer, one more card. There's the star card. Just use your imagination and fly. See, now this makes this whole reading turn better. So this is just minor though, because this is like just this is a 4. This is, just something. This is your introspection. This is just holding yourself back a little. It's not like a 9. If this was a 9 of swords, it'd be like, oh shoot, you'd have a really hard time getting out of that energy. But it's like just use your imagination, like this little guy who's looking at that butterfly. Oh, voila! It's like you get an idea. Look at these butterflies. See, maybe holding back your fear when you figure out, okay, you see what your fear is, and you decide to fly. And yeah, going forward, there you go. That's for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. So, wow, this is just like let's see, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. So next up is Leo. We'll see how long this goes. If anything, I'll have to flip over, close this one out, and do another one for the next 4 signs. I'll just have to put these up as separate because they're kind of long. So Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. What's going on with you? What would the universe like to say to you in love and connection? Let's see how I can get these. There we go. So love and connection for Leo. There you go. And your card is you will be surprised. So it looks like they're got a surprise in store for you. That's pretty awesome. It's always nice to have surprises, right? So this is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign, the daily, which is kind of turning into a weekend reading. General energy looks like you're just sitting around waiting for, to make a decision. This is something, but you're fine. It's like sitting there. This is in the background. There's sunny. There's hope. That's the color. Hope. There's hope, and there's a lot of green. There's growth. This is maybe materialistic because this is coming from the world. The grass is all around you. So this is something maybe in your material world that you, or it could also be green for money. And because I see that, money's made from green, right? It's made from trees. Well, trees are wooden, but whatever. Anyways, you're sitting here looking at something that you've planted, something you worked on, trying to keep it. These flowers, they can wither and die, or they can keep on growing. You can pick them and you can press them in a book. God, I don't know why I'm saying this, but yeah, you can press these flowers in a book and they'll stay there forever. Meaning that you can just sit here and look at these flowers. You can stop their growth at any time and it's just going to be stuck right there. It's not going to grow any further. Or you can let it grow, or you can go and look for other opportunities and let that just be. Just let this be whatever it is that you're looking at. This juggling, this is being grounded though, but watching it, you can let it be and maybe get up and go do something else. Go do a lot of other things because you know what? This can grow all by itself. It doesn't need your help. Leo. So right now you're in the 2 of Pentacles, like just sitting there watching something grow, watching, juggling, keeping your world all nice and la-di-da, just in the la-di-da. So let's see what's going in. What would Spirit like Leo to know? That's just like way too many cards, but hey, we'll take them. So we have Strength, Leo. There's your card. We're going to throw that right up there on top. Having strength to wait it out. It's like there's other ideas. There's a golden opportunity behind you. You know this. And you're just fearful of maybe going forward. You're a fire sign, and you're just being, fearful of going forward. So it's like trying to build up your strength to go forward, trying to maybe get up off the ground and go do something else instead of laying around. And we have Pinnacle energy. So we have 1, 2, we have this. So far we're dealing with your coins, which would have to do with money and material worlds. So right now this is something to do with, like I said, money growing off trees. And yeah, you're sitting there, material, bam. So maybe there's been some dissatisfaction with this. So you're just laying there, just really kind of maybe lost, trying to make a decision. What do I do? But you're watching this, like I said, you could just sit there forever, leave this. You could, cut those flowers, put them in a book, press them, and they'll stay like that forever. And that could be, and then you can leave it just right there, go off and do whatever. Then maybe if you wanted to bring them back to life, you might find something magical to bring these flowers back to life and put them back in the ground. Just kidding. But you could also take the seeds from this idea. You can, if you like whatever this is, and this is just metaphorically speaking, taking those seeds from this, you can cut this plant, cut the ideas, take the seeds, the things that you learned from this dissatisfaction, take those seeds, put them somewhere where you can come back. You can go run off and go do something else, something that's more exciting than this. But when you come back, if you really liked this old thing that you had, you can always look at it because you'll have a picture of it, or you'll have a pressed flower of it, basically. You always have that memory of it. You can come back and you can plant seeds back into the ground and regrow these little beautiful flowers that you have, because right now it seems like you're just really dissatisfied in this. And so maybe you can just run off and go do something else instead. But right now it's looking like you also have comfort, regaining your strength here too with this, getting back on balance, getting more grounded, even though you're a fire sign, still getting more in control, because Leos are pretty bold. They go forward usually with no problem, but something has made you really dissatisfied, maybe felt a loss here, and trying to really hope that something was growing, and yeah, keeping yourself afloat. And now we have this sword, so really in conflict a little bit about this right here, together is like, are you kidding me? Just not really appreciating this, like really, this is, king energy, just really wanted to take charge, maybe wanting to find out, use your intellect about this, because yeah, you don't want to be emotional, and so far there's no emotions really here, except maybe a little bit in your head. The disappointment is there, the dissatisfaction is an emotion, the wondering is an emotion that's putting yourself in doubt. Building back up your strength is puts you in fire, puts you back on fire, and then using your logic and intellect to decide to maybe go forward in something better, get rid of this walking away, because it does look like it's like, okay, looking forward. And voila, we have fortune, we have life renewed. So this is really awesome, because here it's like, now you're taking that seed. Geez, Jiminy Crickets. It's like keeping the seed, put it away, because you can take the seed, you can always put it back some other day and replant that seed. You can go out, now you can go out, you're maybe deciding, I can go out and do something different. I can just make a whole new life for myself, because hey, the thing that when you get to a point of dissatisfaction, that's the only way you can go is up. And so it's like the universe is granting you with a new life here, because now you're gaining that strength. This is just like, so Leo, you're like blowing and making a wish. See, look at that. It's like, here you go, put that seed away, and boom, you're making this wish and you're blowing it out into the wind. This is like totally just do 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 do. You're seeing that gold again right there. You've got that strength. Boom, you've made that right choice. It's like, here's that part and here's this part again. See that? I don't know if you can see that, but that's like just taking this. You've taken this thing, this weed, which some people say it's a weed, but it's a dandelion with the little seeds, and blowing them out into the universe, blowing them out into wherever. And you even have this little dandelion flower deal on your head, and like, boom, you're creating something new. Like here was something totally innocent that just came to you. Oh, geez, this is just like beautiful. And then we have the Ten of Cups. So, because this is just one little cup here, let's see. So you have some cups here and no wands, so cups. So this is a really, the only thing, okay, yeah, this is really super duper good. So yes, Ten of Cups, this is going after emotional fulfillment. It's like mixing up the emotions, putting them all up there and just like, this person's got their hands in there. And I know I've read this a different way, I think for Aries, because Aries got this card here. But right now with you, it's like, boom, it's like making things happen. It's like spreading all these. This is water and seeds. See, like you blow this, like psh, those seeds go out. You got to water them, right? So you're putting in your emotions into this, letting you have actually emotions. Even though I just said, look at you, were like deciding, oh, I'm not going to do that. But now it's like, no, they gave you this. They're like, here, have this new idea. Here, and you're blowing this out there. And it's like, boom, you're making something happen for yourself that's going to be really emotionally fulfilling for you, using intellect about this new idea and birthing it out. So there's your reading for you guys, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. So I'm going to have to cut this one short and redo. I'll put the daily for you guys and then come back, and I'm going to do Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio. I'll be back. So let me write that down just to make sure I remember. 1 second. Okay, so I need, this one is what? Taurus. Okay, I'll be back.